We are back again. Today, we're looking at a little bit of a different type of review. I do these every so often for my more mature audience. Today, we're doing a beer review, and we're looking at Flight by Yuengling Brewing Company. Now, for anyone on the West Coast who doesn't know what Yuengling is actually America's oldest brewery, established in 1829. This brewery is almost as old as this country itself, and that's a little history lesson for anyone else across the world watching this. Now, Yuengling traditionally is known as a craft beer, but unlike most craft beers, they're not really expensive. A six-pack of Yuengling costs about $6.99, which is right on par with Budweiser, Miller, Coors, things along those lines. But one thing about Yuengling is they traditionally don't really introduce new beer to their lineup. Recently, they've been doing seasonal beers, like they do come out with an Oktoberfest. They did have an IPL at one point. And, they do have now a Hershey's chocolate porter, which makes sense because Yuengling is out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania, Hershey's, Pennsylvania. But what is Flight? Now, Flight is a new addition to their brand of beer. It is their lighter than light beer when you think about it. It says right here, the next generation of light beer. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Yuengling does have light beers. And I want to mention something real quick. It's a little off topic, but do you ever notice how come beers are considered light, but sodas are considered diet when it's almost the same concept? Why don't we have soda that's light or diet beer? Does it just not sound good? Answer that down below what you think. Anyway, Yuengling does have a Yuengling Light. They do have a premium beer light, but this is apparently something different. It is lighter than all of those, and that's what we want to kind of try out here. I want to just blow off the top in case there was any specks there. Now, on the side, this says it has 2.6 grams of carbs, 95 calories, and 4.2% alcohol. So this is almost a beer that I would probably equivalent to like a Michelob Ultra in the sense of what they're trying to do there. It's a light, but it's an ultra light, basically, is what we're going to say. Now, Yuengling normally has kind of a corn taste to it that's full-bodied and usually very good to go down. It's not really alcoholic as it is. Yuengling itself, I think, is about 4.6 to 4.8% alcohol per bottle, which makes it a great lager to just sit and drink. And for anyone on the West Coast that's never had Yuengling, I'm sorry, you need to come visit and try it because it's guaranteed to be one of the best beers you're ever going to have for the price point. And I love it. I've been drinking it since I was 21, which actually that was around the first time I actually had a Yuengling, and I thought it was fantastic. So let's try to take a look at Flight. Now, traditionally, Yuengling has an eagle on it and then the name of the beer. They took a really different approach with it, which is why I think it's going to stand out. But let's see. They sell a six-pack in a pint size glass, like they do for pint-sized can, like they do for a lot of their beers, and it's like $6-7.99. It's really cheap, really affordable, but that doesn't make it a cheap beer. That's one of the biggest things we say in New Jersey and Pennsylvania about Yuengling is it's cheap, but it doesn't taste cheap. It's quality. So, offhand, the scent of this smells like regular Yuengling, which is great. It has a really nice scent of wheat, of corn, and just, I don't know if it's barley or just the malts they're using, but it's standing out and it's really smelling refreshing. I really should have grabbed a beer glass to pour this out, but it is nicely carbonated and it smells like Yuengling. So let's take a couple sips. Wow. So, with Flight, what we have here is definitely a beer that's along the lines of Michelob Ultra, Miller Lite, things that are casual drinking beers, not beers that you're going to probably sit and try to get smashed off of, which I don't recommend for anyone. Consume in moderation. I'm saying that as a disclaimer. Do whatever you want, really. It's your life. As long as you're not hurting other people, that's all that matters. Never drink and drive, but if you want to sit in and have a cold one night, that's on you. So when we talk about Flight, Flight would be a good name for an energy drink. Take Flight, you know. But Flight is definitely a nice light beer. It's not fully bodied in flavor like regular Yuengling is or their black and tans are, but it definitely is a nice sitting beer. It's something that you can sit and watch, sit and consume actually while watching like a movie or something. I actually bought these for tomorrow to watch the debate, which that's going to be fun. And I don't think that this is going to really sit with anyone the wrong way. I think it's a higher quality, in my opinion, to Michelob Ultra, Miller Lite, and things along those ultralight senses, because to me, those really, really taste watery. This doesn't. With Flight, you can tell it's lighter, but maybe Flight stands for fully light, or effing light, but the flavor is still there. You could definitely tell that Yuengling took their time with creating a quality beer that I think many people will understand and like. It does almost, just by the way the can is designed, it almost makes it seem like Yuengling definitely wants this to stand out and almost maybe start a new generation of Yuengling. Maybe we'll have our classic series and then the newer beers, which I think this is great. I think someone who can get their hands on this should definitely pick it up for its flavor, for its ability to just be sat and sipped on, and just overall because it's Yuengling. Yuengling has not ever produced a bad product, in my opinion, and I think that you guys are going to like this one, guys. So if you've had Flight by Yuengling before, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, share this video, leave your thoughts below. As always, consume responsibly. And until next time, have a good one. See you, bye.